So we're just going to start making marks like we normally do, just to loosen up. Get some good vibes going on here as we make our mixed media piece. That was the Pitt Pastel pencil. And then we're going to come in with our jumbo Jerry's Art-O-Rama pencil. I want some bolder marks, but maybe not too many. Just like a few kind of coming around here. Okay, to spray down the paper a little bit, we're going to come in with some Poems About You watercolor. This is we're using the Oahu hot pressed paper today. I just want to make some, those are way too bold. Oh my. Okay, that's way too much. That's not what I want at all. So we'll just get it more wet. There we go. I just kind of wanted a little hint of watercolor. Just to kind of break up the space a little bit. Okay. So I can kind of get a feel of what it's going to look like. Okay, let's let this dry. And we're going to come in with just a little bit of soft pastel. These are the Light Wish soft pastels. I'm just going to add just a little bit of this to the paper. What we're going to do is to take some of these, we'll take the marks, and then we're going to add in some cold wax medium to the pieces. You want kind of a mix of lines and scribbles. You don't need a whole lot. This is going to spread out quite a bit when we put the blacks on, so kind of keep it simple. I do like to put some browns in there. And just have fun with it. Just kind of play and make some scribbles. So this is the cold wax medium from Gamblin. It is a mix of beeswax with the odorless mineral spirit Scamsol, and then also a little bit of resin. So you get kind of this like sticky goo. It's much different than encaustic. You don't have to heat it up, thus the cold wax. And we're just gonna kind of spread it over our paper here and see what happens with these marks. Basically, it's gonna liquefy these marks a little bit, which is kind of fun and interesting. And sometimes we have to use our fingers. I love the color shaper, but a little finger action in there isn't gonna, not gonna. I just love the look of this. I think it looks really cool. The one thing I will mention is that if you're going to use the cold wax, you can't add any acrylic over it. It doesn't mix. And you can't use any heat, so we can't melt any crayons because the odorless mineral spirits are flammable. So those are things to keep in mind if you're going to use this. Otherwise, it's completely, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I did get some complaints that I should be wearing gloves, but as you all know, I don't like wearing gloves. So don't come at me in the comments. But I really love the look of this. Like, it feels like sort of aged, patinaed. It might need some blue, like some turquoise, maybe. Let me get some of that out. Okay, so I've got this sort of bluey, turquoisey color. I'm just gonna add it in a little bit. I still got a bunch of wax on here. And you can definitely use this to mix in more wax. Like, it's not going to change it that much. I just kind of thought that it was feeling a little warm. So this is just another way to play with our materials, try something new. I love how sort of melty and liquid these become. Something else that we can do is we can take our scraper tool. We can add marks in to kind of give it a little bit more of that. I'm kind of feeling like it's a rusty old piece of metal or something, right? How's that feeling? It's just really fun to kind of just create this thing. I don't even know how to describe it. But I've really been loving this technique. Add a little bit more wax over here so we can add more of this color. It works really well for making these sort of abstract pieces that are maybe a little bit more wabi-sabi without perfection. It's a really good way to loosen up so you're not, making the same marks. We're just making color, almost like little color studies, right? Just painting without a care in the world. Love it. I literally could do this all day. And I have been doing it all day. It's kind of my new obsession. Although I've never added the blue before, and I'm really grooving on it. Like, it's really kind of cool. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of this, like, purple color in there. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. So I'm also trying, I know it doesn't feel like it, but I'm actually sort of limiting my palette just a little bit. I don't want to use all the colors. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of this purpley color with some wax and kind of just go over it. Now, you can use the traditional way to use the cold wax is to use it with oil paint. And you can go back over this with oil paint. Like, you can absolutely do that if that's something you want to do. It won't affect it at all. So it's kind of an interesting layer. But make sure you kind of have your order of operations first so you understand, like, how the layers are going to work together. Like, get that figured out. That's the only thing that you do have to do a little bit of planning as far as how you're going to make the marks and what you're going to use to make the marks, right? Ooh, that was fun, Mark. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of scrape through this a little bit to get the excess layers of wax off it a little bit and almost create like pretty interesting texture. You can always add more wax if you need to. But you can see I scraped up the top layers there. And now we're going to come back in with some Caran d'Ache. Okay, I'm going to come in with this umber color Caran d'Ache. And I want to just sort of make some shapes. Like a bold shape in each one of these. I'm thinking right there is good. I really want the backgrounds to stand out. I think this one we're gonna go. And this is sort of think about composition. I really want these to have a lot of open space. And you can see how well the Caran d'Ache blends. I don't know what to do up there. I just stopped right in my tracks. I think this one needs to be over here. Although I just covered up that cool purple that I made. You don't have to let this dry completely. You could. I'm not going to, as you can tell. I don't find that it's necessary, especially since we're not adding any more. We're only adding more wax into it. That shape feels very similar to that shape. Slightly different. Very messy shape right there. So I got that one, that one, that one. I'm kind of trying to think about a series, but not really. I don't know. Kind of just trying to see what the painting needs. I know that sounds cliche, and it probably is. But I always like making these sort of like almost like spoon Big Dipper shapes. Those are kind of fun shapes that I always like to make. Let's add in some orange Caran dash. So I just want some pops of orange. You remember how we did the cold wax or the melting with the wax? I sort of just added some shapes of orange. That's kind of what I'm loving. Just these little hints of orange around the shape. Maybe they're doing different things. Like I really like that one right there. Maybe they're just sort of in there. I want to add some more marks, some more black marks. Just to sort of make bolder pieces. I feel like it's a little safe. And this is just a charcoal pencil from well, I can't say the full name because I got flagged for saying the full name as inappropriate content. So we won't be saying the full name of the pencil. We're just going to call it the Jerry's Art-O-Rama black pencil. If you know, you know. This pencil works great over these soft pastel marks or the wax. Like it just glides right over the surface. Okay, so we're just going to add a tiny bit of little gold pieces to this in places that it will stick. If there's a lot of wax, this watercolor is not going to work. So you're just going to have to kind of see. It doesn't, it goes over the wax, but you can see it's kind of a little bit of cracky in places, and I'm okay with that. It's part of the whole thing. We could always add in a little bit some lines with our gold Stabilo. We might do that. But I just like a little shine. I think it looks cool with a little shine. So I'm just going to add maybe like a gold accent line kind of through some of these spots. Just to give it a little bit of structure. I don't want too many. It's hard to make a thin line with a fat pencil. But like there, it's okay. Need more room. Maybe one more coming, just like a little bitty line right through there. Real subtle. We don't want it to be the focus of the piece by any means. I just want people to look at it and go, hey, there's a line there. That maybe needs to be like a box. Okay, let's look at it without the tape. Okay, here they all are together. I like them as a set. I think they turned out really nice. I sort of like this grungy sort of just objects in space kind of thing. I'm really liking the purple and the turquoise that we put in there. I think they all have pretty good movement. This one, I really like how this is positioned over here, and I kind of like how I like it when it's isolated in a spot and then everything else just kind of falls behind it. It kind of gives it a nice sense of space. All of them, this one, I don't really like this line anymore. I think it kind of disrupts what's going on there. This one I really like too. I think this one has a good flow about it. But I think this one and this one are my favorite. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Will you try using the cold wax medium over soft pastels to smear them. Was that something that you might try? It also, there is another company that makes wax, and I'll leave a link to this one too. This is the Dorland's wax medium. It's exact same thing. It has a little bit different formulation than the Gamblin, but this is like, I think $8 or $6 or something like that. So this might be a good introductory way to break into the cold wax if you want to try it without buying, you know, the $30 cold wax medium. I've had this for years, by the way. I think I've had it for like 6 years. That's how little you need of it to use it. I think for the next video, we're going to try, maybe I've got some oil paper, and so I think we'll try with some water mixable oils with the wax, so you can kind of see how that works too. And then we'll have a lot of wax tutorials to look through. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you all commenting and liking and hyping and doing all the things. Really makes me happy and makes the channel grow, which is awesome. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.